gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another player review. Today, 93 rated team of the season, Santi Carzola. As you can see, I've already played my games. I recorded the whole thing. I recorded the whole review. I had everything done. Just about to edit it, and then guess what? Recording the wrong screen. Absolutely nothing to do with FIFA whatsoever. Literally just recording my PC desktop. Brilliant. Pretty sure you don't want to see that. So what I'm going to do is just play one game, because I've already done the review. I know exactly how I feel about the card. I'm just going to play one game. I'll show you everything in the game, whether we concede a goal, whether we score a goal. We'll have a couple of touches with Santi, and I'll talk you through the good and the bad points. But generally, a lot of the clips may not even be Santi Carzola, because I'm not sitting there again for another 6 games trying to get Santi clips when I know exactly how I feel about the card. So in terms of the credentials, 5-star, 5-star, high-low, 5-6. The 5-6, right, let's forget about that for a second. High-low for a cam, which is where we're going to be playing him, brilliant. 5-star, 5-star, just perfect, phenomenal. And then, unfortunately, 5-6, a lot of people will be like, oh, he's too short for the game. You know, he doesn't fit the meta. And yeah, I get it, but no at the same time, because if you're good enough at this game, you can bypass meta, right, for the most part. You can use certain players that other people won't be able to use, and you can get the best out of them. Now, of course, if you're not that great at the game, you're an average player like myself, you'll be looking for meta players all day long, because you'll need every advantage you can get. That's why I crossed so many times. So in that case, this card might not be for you. But in terms of attributes, I've got an engine on him, and I'll explain why in a second. His finishing across the board is very good. You would have seen just there, like with 5 goals, 5 assists in 6 games. That is a relatively impressive record, let's be honest with each other. For me personally, that's fantastic, especially for a player that I was on the fence with in the first place. Genuinely didn't know what to expect coming into it. A, because of the height, but B, because of the physicals. He doesn't have great stamina at all. In fact, his stamina is awful. For a 93 rated team of the season, that is dreadful. And then 77 strength as well. Now, the strength, to be fair, I don't think it would matter too much even if he had 99 strength. The fact that he's 5'6" will cost him, definitely. Now, the stamina, it sounds like I'm being like, oh, damn you EA for not giving him even more. But if you go back to the 85 rated Inform, which is his highest rated card this year so far, he's actually got 57 stamina. So he's actually been boosted by 17 points. If we're honest with each other, that is a massive boost, and that's very impressive. His sprint speed and acceleration have also gone up by 17 and 19. Honestly, how much do we expect EA to boost these cards? Do we expect them to boost the stamina by 20 plus points? In my opinion, that's a lot, and that's too much. So, I kind of get it, you know. As much as I'd love to see more, I'd love to see 80 plus stamina. For a 93 rated team of the season, you'd assume 80 is the bare minimum. But to be fair, they have boosted it by 17. So, what more do we really want from that? In terms of the dribbling, had to boost the agility, just something that had to be done. I'm very surprised that he only has 79 agility, considering he's 5'6". Normally, with a player that is as short as 5'6", no disrespect of course, he would be super agile. But unfortunately, he's not on paper. I don't really understand that. The reactions needed a little boost as well, so engine sort of covered that. The passing department didn't really need anything, if I'm honest, but the engine just refines it all up to 99, which is nice. And then of course we get a +5 acceleration, +5 sprint speed, up to 87 and 78, which is a 95 rated cam. You know, that's a very high rated card. It's a very impressive card stats wise. If you don't look at the height or maybe even the strength and the stamina, then you're looking at that thinking that is just so well rounded. If he needs to defend, he can do a moderate job, but going forward this guy is going to be an absolute menace. Shame he's not a bit quicker, but apart from that we're laughing. And then unfortunately the agility, the stamina, the strength, the jumping, maybe not for me personally, but yeah, it does all come into question, doesn't it? The question is though, at the end of the day, how good is he? Now that's the team I've got him in. It's everyone apart from Schultz is loving life on chem, but everyone else is like, everyone else is happy about it. So I'm alright to just play one player off chem. 4-2-3-1 is the formation we're going to be using. Santi will be my cam. Javi Martinez and Fabinho CDMs. Alcacer striker. Rivaldo left. Bale right. And hopefully, although I already know, hopefully we can put in a good shift. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that I can show you what I like and don't like about the card in the next game, because I'm a little bit miffed that I was recording the wrong screen. I know I don't look like it, but I am quite annoyed by it, so I'm trying to play it off, you know, trying to be cool, nonchalant, but unfortunately, I'm not really willing to sit there for another 5-6 games. I need to get this video done as well so I can actually stream today, and the Liverpool game is on tonight, so I kind of want to be able to stream before that is on. So, without any further ado, let's find out if Santi Carzola's worth your coins. So my opponent for the game has that new Team of the Season Parejo. He's got that Scream Cocaine, of course, the Red Gaia. Most of his team is well behind the curve. To be fair, my team is in places as well, but that Parejo card, I mean, on paper, to be fair, doesn't even look that great. So, we'll see. Ball over the top to Rivaldo. Nice touch from Rivaldo. Can he put a good ball in? It's come to Alcacer on the edge for Gareth Bale, who was arriving late. Ball here for Rivaldo. Right-footed cross. Santi Cazorla, of all people, in the penalty area trying to head it. I think we can... I could give you my verdict in terms of heading ability right now. No, don't even try it. To be fair, that was random. Interception by Van Dijk. This is Santi Cazorla, very quick feet. Gives it to Javi Martinez. Launches Rivaldo through the centre. Or I say through the centre. That's a lie, because it's round the outside and he's hit the post. Maybe he should have done better with it. I'm not sure, but I think he might have been moving his goalkeeper, to be fair. So I kind of had to risk taking the shot into the far corner. Here's Santi Cazorla. La Croquetas. I won't lie, he scored an identical goal to this. Oh, so close. Great challenge. I mean, he risked it because he could have easily given away a foul. He scored an identical goal to that in the live games that I didn't record. He obviously put it into the... He was uncontested. Like, there wasn't even a point in the move where I thought, oh wow, actually going to lose this. He literally glided through every single one and scored, and nearly did it again there. So more than capable of doing that consistently. Carvajal, Bale, Santi drags it back. Scoop. Goes for it with a left. Oh, it's a banger. I tell you what, he's so consistent. I know I'm not playing against the best of teams here, but he is so consistent. And the one thing that I've not played with a lot this year is players with 5-star weak foots. That is an unreal finish, and it's on his weaker side. And because he's got a 5-star weak foot, there is no weaker side. The 5-star weak foot basically means it's the same as a stronger foot. So you can quite literally use either foot and be in a position to just bury everything that you hit. He's such a good attacking player. And there he is again making an interception. Rivaldo spreading the play nice. Can we scoop? Cross into the box is a good one. Oh, and it fell to Carzola, and he actually nearly scored on the volley. I was kind of hoping Gareth Bale would be back in the box, but Bale's nowhere near it. Great save from the shoulder of the goalkeeper, and I have completely forgot to play this short. But here he is again, flicks it, and he can't get his shot, or sorry, his cross off. There's Carzola. I sent Alcacer on a run. He's got him behind, shoots on the volley, and that is awful. Great ball from Carzola, but unfortunately, Alcacer really should have taken another touch. My fault, obviously. Bale, says Alcacer. Rivaldo back to Alcacer, into Bale. Oh, it took a wicked deflection. And surely that's going to be half-time, or not. Here's Carzola. Oh, that is glorious. And the ball didn't have enough momentum on it. But that was phenomenal football. Oh, it's all the way through to Santi Carzola. He's on the left and he scores an absolute cracker. And it's from kickoff again. But a mistake in the defence. Carzola pounced. And he's more than capable of capitalising on things like that. We conceded a kickoff goal ourselves. We've just scored one. But it's a great finish. You can probably tell from the stats how much I enjoyed myself for that card. 7 games, 7 goals, 5 assists. Unbelievably impressed with his ability. I mean, Left foot, right foot, doesn't make a blind bit of difference. He will score goals for you all day. He can score from distance. He can go close range. He's very, very skillful. Of course, 5-star skills. You can do literally anything you want with him. His ball control is fantastic. His dribbling is great. He doesn't feel that slow. With the chem style we've applied, of course, he does get a little boost acceleration and sprint speed. You can boost that even more if you want to, but that's your prerogative. But for me, it was enough. And I really, really did enjoy myself. It was a very fun card to use. Unfortunately, and I think you all know what I'm going to say, there are two things that really bug me. Well, that's a lie, actually. There is one thing that majorly bugs me about the card. The other thing doesn't actually annoy me until the mechanics kick in. So, let's talk about the first thing, and the major problem is, of course, you've guessed it, it's stamina. You can't do anything about it. It's 74. And by about the 55th, 60th minute, say, it's GG. I mean, you need to start thinking about taking him off because he's conked himself out. Depends what position you play him in, right? I had him in a cam, 4-2-3-1, and he exerts a lot of energy there because he will always be asked to run forward. He has to come back regardless of his work rates. And that's another thing. Because he has a high attacking work rate, his stamina is going to go down a little bit quicker than someone with, say, medium or medium-low, because he is always constantly bombing forward, trying to get onto the attack. The stamina, when you're not touching the ball with a particular player, is determined by the work rates, supposedly, allegedly, shall we say. So just bear that in mind. But unfortunately, starting him is, unless you have someone you're happy to bring on 60, 70 minutes in, or even earlier than that, then it's a bit of a shame. If I was to get him as a guaranteed player, untradeable, or in one of my red picks on Thursday, though, I would not be disappointed because I could bring him on as a super sub to the point where, and I know a lot of you might think I'm being a little bit crazy here, I currently have 93 icon, prime icon best. And he's sat on my bench because he doesn't get into my starting 11. I would be very tempted to put Carzola on the bench instead of Best and actually put Best into another icon, because Carzola does everything Best does, but with a 5-star weak foot and 5-star skills. He's not as quick, sure, but in terms of super sub ability, he's got a better weak foot, better skill moves, and he's just as good, if not better, on the ball, in front of goal, and passing. So, bar the stamina, which won't matter as a super sub anyway, there is a comparison to be made there. I'm not saying he's necessarily better than Best, don't get it twisted. I'm just saying this is a very, very good card for the money, because already he's under 200k. When rewards come out, when the guaranteeds come out, you'll be down to low hundreds, maybe even below that, you never know. Probably not because of the rating, but still. That's a very good card. It is a massive shame about the stamina, which is realistically my only complaint. Does the fact that he's 5'6" matter? Not really, to be honest. I'm a little annoyed that it genuinely doesn't matter how tall the player is. As long as he's taller than Carzola, he'll beat him. That annoys me. But I can overlook that. That's something that, if you're skillful enough, you won't have to worry about it. You go shoulder to shoulder, you pop out a skill move, and you're away from the defender anyway. So don't even worry about it. But that guy is a very fun player, and I wasn't expecting to like him as much as I did. The only reason I reviewed him, to be fair, is because he didn't look terrible, and he was relatively cheap. So I thought, I'll give it a go. Turns out, I actually really like that card. Very, very fun. If you have enjoyed the video, do me a favour and smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. And until the next time, goodbye.